Hi, this is Asa, and welcome to my audio experience.
You were made special. You're made different. Like nobody was made like you. So nobody has the same thumbprint that you have. Nobody has the same retina in their eye as you. No one has the same hair on their head as you. You were made so different and so unique. And we need you. We need you to be healthy. Your kids and your grandkids and your coworkers, your loved ones, everybody in your life needs you to be your best version. And we always talk about how health is our greatest wealth. I say that all the time, but it really is. Like our health is so valuable. It is the greatest. It's the greatest gift that we have. And what we do with our health is our gift of giving back every single day. Like that's never going to change. You can make $1 million, lose it all, and get it back. But when you lose your health, you lose that valuable asset that you really need. You need your body to carry you on, to think, to do, to love, to hug, to help. You need your body for all those things. And on this show, we want to help you get there. We want to help you do that. We want to help you make the right choices and do the right things and help the right people and make the right choices and really thrive and not just barely make it. We want to see you win. So make sure to give us a call, 888-283-7272. That's 888-283-7272. You can always go to our websites right there. However you're with us, joining us in whatever way, capacity, we're just glad you're here. But go to BelieveHealthTV.com. That is our network that we're so proud of, that we want to help you always believe in every way in life, to get this health and wellness content to grow and to be better. That's what it's all about. So make sure to check us out. And if you don't have a copy of my book, we're giving it out for free. Hard copy, bestseller, and make sure to get it. Go to myfreehealthbook.com. That's myfreehealthbook.com. You can call, DM us on any of the social media. Hey, we'll make it part of the show. And if you're just looking to get some answers, look, our health coach providers are always there to help you. We've got them all over the country. And if you need help at any level, we can help you along the way. All right, we got an email that came in. James from, let's see, is that Hilton Head, South Carolina. So I've been fighting a cold for the last few days, and I'm not sure what to do. Well, gosh, in this day and time, you got to go get tested. There's all kinds of things to do. But one thing you got to go see is your doctor. I would do that. At this point in time, I would definitely go see your doctor, family physician, just have it get checked out, because your immune system could be in a point where it's just weak. It could be a basic cold. It could be more than a cold, but you want to know, and you want to know the best way to take care of it. Now, I will tell you that your eating habits are going to matter. All right, getting your vitamin D levels up will matter. Your zinc levels will matter. Your vitamin C levels, they matter. Okay, all of these types of natural things matter. Bone broth, I'm a huge fan of that. It builds the immune system in a great way. Great for the microbiome. Probiotics, another great one. Okay, we don't talk enough about that. Getting the gut healthy and giving the gut what it needs so it can thrive. Those are the kind of things you got to look at that can make the biggest difference. So I would focus in on those to make sure that you're giving your body everything that it needs. But again, with a cold, it's one of those things that, number one, you would get your doctor to kind of check you out. Make sure, see if it's viral or bacterial and what's really driving it, and then go from there. But no matter what they call it, no matter what it is, your eating habits are going to matter. So build your immune system regardless. And even when you don't have the cold, everyone should be working on building their immune system, getting good sleep, enough exercise, eating an anti-inflammatory based diet. You get it? Like those are the kind of things that really matter that we should all be doing regardless. And the interesting thing about the cold is, when we call it a cold, whatever, kind of a general term, interesting thing about colds are that any of us could have a cold, a virus, a flu, whatever, at any given moment if your immune system drops. It's all about the immune system dropping. It's not like some genetic thing, right? That's why they say you catch them. You catch a cold or you catch a virus or whatever. It's all about getting the immune system to build up and be as strong as it can be, and that's what I want to encourage you to do. Now, I've got to tell you this, that your choices matter. They matter so much. Your choices matter every single day, no matter what you struggle with, no matter what you are here with. And I want to jump to the calls here and get to you. I know you've been on the phones, and I know you've been waiting, so we're going to get to you right now and grab these calls here in just a minute. So I want to encourage you to DM me on social media. You can do any of that. Just always reach out to us, knowing that on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, any of those, you can always join us and be a part of it. And look, we've got health coach providers that will answer you. Okay, like if you don't make it on the show, we're going to help you anyway, no matter what. If you want it in private, we can do that too. All right, let's go to the phones and talk to Bryant. Hi, Bryant. Welcome to the show.
My name is Jimmy. I just got over cancer, AML. I dropped 40 pounds. And I've been drinking 3-4 milkshakes a day, cookies, And I consulted the doctors several times, and they said, pour it on. You got to get the weight back. Plus, I'm eating basically normal diet on top of that.
So, overcoming cancer at any level. If sugar feeds cancer, junk food feeds cancer, we know that. Like, you already know the answer. You already know what I'm going to tell you, right? You already know that. So, I respect all doctors because we're all kind of in a club. We know how hard it is to work. Everybody's got their own opinion. Everybody has their own way of doing things, okay? So, with all respect, no disrespect in this case, but I will tell you that I've interviewed through different reality shows that I've done, docuseries. I've interviewed some of the top cancer doctors in the world. And in interviewing them, 100% of the time, not 98%, not 99%, 100% of the time, and I've asked them the question, what's the number one thing you can do to beat cancer? And they say every single time, it's your diet. It's the foods that you eat every single day that matter. And they gave me some choice ones, like cutting out smoked meat, number 1, all meat, number 2, plant-based diet only, number 3, right? So you got to pour it on, but there's things you can do to pour it on. You could eat a whole avocado and get in like 500 calories. That's pouring it on. Okay, avocado versus a bunch of ice cream. Which one do you think is going to be better for you and battle the cancer and strengthen your body and strengthen your immune system? Right? If you're trying to gain weight and calories, fats are the way to go. Proteins can be helpful too. The right kind of carbohydrates, sweet potatoes, brown rice, peas, beans. I mean, the list goes on and on. There's so many foods you can eat to get the right kind of nutrients in that gives your body high amounts of fiber that fights against cancer. Like, the list goes on and on. So I would encourage you, get a copy of my book. The anti-inflammatory diet's in there. Go to myfreehealthbook.com. We'll just send you a copy. And in there, it's got all the tools that you'll need to get a baseline of at least starting out on a healthy lifestyle journey for yourself. Because at the end of the day, it's knowing what to do. It's knowing what foods to be eating on a regular basis, which ones to stay away from. It's so confusing right now, and now more than ever. Like, we've got so much information out there. A lot. I mean, the internet is just, there's so many like gurus, and there's so many doctors out there doing it. I mean, when I started this, it was like me, Dr. Oz, and like 2 other people, and Mercola, and that was it. Like, it was just a handful of us really doing it. And now you get on TikTok, and everybody is a expert, right? I mean, there's so many of them. It's unbelievable. So you've got to have reliable sources, and you've got to have reliable people to know where you can really go to. It's about the go-to. You've got to have a great place that you can go and get the help that you need, right? So on here, we're going to help you to reach your potential, become the best version of you, and just know that your choices really do matter. That I respect that they need you to get calories, but if you got to get the calories and you got to eat 5,000 a day or whatever it is to put the weight on, get the right kind of calories. You can eat fats, you can eat butter, you can eat avocados, you can eat almond butter, all these things that will pack on tons of calories and help you gain the right kind of weight, even put on lean muscle, which is one of the greatest things we can do for our immune system. I really believe the key to longevity is the quality of muscle that you carry. I think that's one of the greatest tools that we have in this battle. So I encourage you to make the right choices. You know what to do.
If you're looking for increased strength, increased endurance, and better recovery, then look no further than an all-natural nutritional supplement called creatine hydrochloride. Concrete is the brand, and it's the most absorbable form of creatine hydrochloride found today. Now, creatine is not just for athletes. You probably heard that before, but Concrete, creatine hydrochloride, is for the everyday person looking to improve their health. Listen, I started taking creatine in college when I was a strength and conditioning coach at Florida State University, and I've taken it ever since my college years, and it's made a massive difference in my life. Everything in my body, I believe, is functioning better because of creatine. Creatine hydrochloride I've moved over to using Concrete, and it is the best form of creatine on the market. Concrete creatine hydrochloride is available at most Walmart stores and on Walmart.com or any store that carries nutritional supplements. Just make sure to look for Concrete brand creatine hydrochloride and watch your endurance, your strength, and your recovery and your immune system get boosted today.
To find out more, connect with On Call Radio online at InShapeNetwork.com.
And it's so many people I think struggle with not knowing what to do. Or I think common sense has become this place where we just lost that whole thing. I mean, common sense health is what this whole thing is. It's about making the right choices every single day, knowing that if you make the right choices that your body will respond. If you make the wrong choices, it won't respond very favorable at all. So it's about making the right choices. Now, you can always give me a call, 888-283-7272. You can also go to the website, go to BelieveHealthTV.com. Our network, the Believe Health Network, is something I'm so proud of. It's bringing you health content every single day in multiple platforms to give you the tools that you need. We've got brand new experts and brand new shows that have been coming out. So we want to encourage you, check out the app, go to Believe Health TV. You can easily find it there, but we've got original shows being filmed all the time. We've even got retreats coming up that we'd love you to be a part of. So go to Believe Health TV, and you can easily find everything you need there. And we'd love to invite you to come to some of these retreats. We're doing specific retreats, weight loss retreats, diabetes retreats, retreats for blood pressure, and figuring out how to really win that battle. We've also got retreats coming up for health coaches that you can be a part of. All right, let's get on the phones. And I want to talk to Kelly. Hi, Kelly. What is your health challenge?
Hi, I'm calling regarding energy. I just would like to know, what can I do to have more energy? I'm so sluggish and tired all the time.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Energy levels. Look, here's the thing. When it comes down to energy, we really have to look at a couple of things. One is energy levels are vital when it comes to consistency. Like, your consistency is going to matter more than anything with energy. And it could be that you didn't sleep well the night before, right? You just didn't get the right amount of sleep, or your nutrition is not what it needs to be. Maybe you didn't get enough calories, or you didn't get enough protein and fats and carbohydrates. Maybe you didn't get a lot of that. And the thing is, one of the major factors that you've got to look at with energy is how well your body's getting or handling the nutrition that you give it. I like getting blood tests done at least every quarter, about every 4 months roughly, and seeing exactly what your numbers need to be. Because at the end of the day, energy level, it could be something as simple as low iron. It could be B12, not enough. It could be a microbiome that's not getting what it needs. So there's so much that can be involved with your energy levels. But I'll tell you this, look into B12. It's one of the number one factors that our energy levels drop, and getting enough water. It sounds so simple, but we're not low energy because of a lack of caffeine. Caffeine can help, but we're not low energy because of that. So getting half your body weight in ounces of water every single day, it does matter. Like, it does. But I can tell you this too. They've done some studies, and they figured out that caffeine around 300 milligrams a day actually is beneficial for brain health, for frontal lobe stimulation, and it's really good for memory, right? And it also fights against Alzheimer's and dementia. So think about that. So again, a little bit of caffeine's okay. That's not going to be a big deal. Most of the time, if you don't have good, steady energy, there's something going on nutritionally in the body that it's not getting. Or the stress load in your life is a little bit too high. I mean, like that for anybody is a big deal. So I encourage you to look at that. And if you're not sleeping well when it comes down to energy levels, I'll tell you this. Go to bed an hour earlier than you normally are used to. See if that extra hour makes a difference. Now, with some people, it makes them more groggy. Like, it does not help. But with some people, it really does. Then you will know. I call it the sleep test. So if you just go to bed 1 hour earlier and you test it, sleep through the night, get up at your normal time, and if you feel more rested and you feel more energetic and you feel better, then you know that was one of the main things you had to deal with. That was a big deal in this whole game, was you had to have the right amount of sleep, and you just weren't getting enough of that sleep to really make a difference. So again, energy levels, multi-factors. It's not just one pill in a bottle. Take this, you'll have the right energy. Anybody that's peddling that, man, that is snake oil, okay? Because we all want optimal energy. We always want to feel good. We always want to be at our best. But sometimes the body, if it's not getting nutritionally what it needs, it's not going to work, and it's not going to be. So again, if you're on a good anti-inflammatory based diet, get a copy of my book. Go to myfreehealthbook.com. Get on a plan and get steady and watch the sleep. That's the key. This show is all about you. Just know that. I don't care what you've come here with. Just know that your body can get well. It doesn't matter if it's high blood pressure, diabetes, fibromyalgia, depression, extreme amount of weight, whatever it is. Just know that your body coming here may be in a certain way, and your mindset may be, man, I'm never going to get over this, but you can. The body is amazing. It can regenerate every single day. Each day, old cells are dying off, new cells are forming. We get a brand new body about every year, and with some parts of our body, it takes about 7 years, but we still get a new one. The body, I mean, just remember, your liver cells that you have right now are not the ones you had 2 years ago. Your muscle cells that you have right now are not the ones you had 2 years ago. Your cells in your pancreas are not the ones you had 2 years ago. So the quality of the foods that you eat every single day and the choices that you make, that's what's rebuilding the body that you actually have. So we want to have a great body. We got to make the right choices each and every day. Now, I want to get on the phones. Remember, you can give us a call at 888-283-7272 or go to our website, send me an email. You can go to any of our social media outlets. Send me a DM, direct message. That's what that means, of course. And you can go to TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, send me something, okay? You do it all the time, loads me up. We can't get to all of them, but we'll do our best. My staff will definitely get to them. I answer a lot of them. Okay, so I encourage you to go there. You can text me. We have a text number as well. Go to the website, go to believehealthtv.com, and you can easily find the text number. Now, all of our show hosts and guests, again, with the Believe Health TV network, we are expanding and growing. We've got more shows coming up that I just can't wait for you to see. So make sure if you haven't gone to Believe Health TV, go there. It's amazing. All the shows are there, and our upcoming new shows that we're filming are going to be great. Docuseries, just amazing content to help you on your way and on your journey to go to that next level with your health and with your life. Let's get on the phones and talk to Clay. Hi, Clay. What is your health challenge?
I just have abnormally a lot of phlegm in the back of my throat and then through my nasal cavity. If you could help me with that, I'd appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah, when you have a lot of phlegm that's built up, it can be a couple things. One, you could have excess buildup of yeast in the gut, in the digestive tract. And again, that comes from too many carbohydrates and too many sugars. Very easy to get rid of, very easy to take care of. You want to do a reset, which we call that a kind of a gut reset. Takes about 20 days to do that. You'll eat certain kind of foods that lower inflammation and then really clear everything out. So I would focus on that first, getting that reset done. If you need help with that, just go to healthcoachreset.com. That's healthcoachreset.com. But one of the things you have to look at with too much phlegm is also an issue with the thyroid gland, which sometimes is overlooked. So if it's not a cold or if it's not a flu or something like that, then you have to look at, okay, could it be a lack of iodine? Iodine is a trace mineral that we really don't have in our diet anymore. I mean, it's in egg yolks and some of the pink Celtic sea salt, but like who has, I mean, if you have it at home, great, but restaurants and all, they don't have that. And the salt and sodium that you have in your meals and foods is not that at all. So iodine is very scarce in our diet. And so because it affects the thyroid in a negative way. So getting enough iodine every single day is important, and it does make a big difference. So I encourage you to get some testing done to figure if your iodine levels are where they need to be. And our health coach providers can always help you do that. So if you need help with that, just get in touch with our team, and we can help you along the way. But the phlegm itself, again, most of the time it's yeast, but a lot of time I've seen it be iodine. So again, it could go either way. Look, and I encourage you to get a copy of my book. Go to myfreehealthbook.com. That's myfreehealthbook.com. We'll give it to you for free. That way you can see the anti-inflammatory base diet that you can easily just follow and begin on your journey toward optimal health and healing.
Hi, it's Asa. I'm giving you a copy of my best-selling book for free to help you in your health journey today. I'll pay for the book. All you do is just cover the small shipping and handling costs. Go to AsaRx.com and get your free book today. Did you know that you can listen to the AsaRx audio experience on Spotify and Pandora? For all the ways to watch and listen, check out our show page at AsaRx.com/experience.
To find out more, visit the show online, InShapeNetwork.com.
Welcome. I'm so glad you're with us today. This show is about you. It's about your health, and it's about your life. Look, if the body can get sick, it can also get well. Lifestyles are medicine. So the choices we make every single day, that really does matter. Now, this is for you. I want to encourage you that if you're struggling with something, no matter what it is, if it's weight loss or too much weight or blood pressure, diabetes, we have what's called a health club. It's our community of believers that lock arms, and we're there for you. They're there for each other. And I jump in all the time, at least every week, and teach, and you can interact with me as well. It's called our health club. Just go to the website. You'll see it there. If you get a copy of our book, when we send it to you, it shows you a little link, and if you want to join the health club, you can join it and be a part of it. But we're here for you. Our providers jump in and help out within the health club and kind of teach and do a lot of those things. So we have a whole community that's just here for you. And the great thing about it is maybe you're struggling with something. Maybe you've got 100 pounds to lose, or you're depressed and you've gone through some really tough times, or maybe you've got high blood pressure and you're taking 4 or 5 medications and just don't know what to do. Like, we've got great people. I mean, besides myself, I'll give you all the tools, but there's people that have been through that like you have. And they can help you lock arms and really be a part of that. It's really about people helping people and just finding that tribe of believers that understand you, that get you, right? That's the key. You want people to get you and understand you. So we want to encourage you to make sure to join that and be a part of that. Now, we're going to take your calls here in just a minute. You can always give us a call, 888-283-7272, or go to the website, go to Believe Health TV, and everything is there. Matter of fact, if you don't have it, we're on Roku, we're on Fire TV, and all of our shows, brand new shows. We've got all new docuseries coming out. We've got multi-platform with what we do. So you'll find the Dr. Asa Show on all these platforms, And anything you need from me, of course, will be there. But we've got original content that we're producing as well to be encouragement to you in the health and wellness space to deliver that kind of content. Now, let's get on the phones. I want to go to you right now. I know you've been patient and waiting, so let's go to Sarah. Hi, Sarah. Welcome to the show.
Hi, I'm a diabetic, and I have a fungus, I believe, on my toe. What's the best thing to do to get rid of that? Because I don't want to be having my toes amputated or anything.
Well, Sarah, I don't want you to have your toes amputated. We need those toes, right, to get you moving. We need the toes, we need the big toe, and we need the pinky toe, right? Don't make me do little piggies. But we need all of them, right? We need all of them. So let's talk about the whole fungus thing. Number one is typically fungal issues happen from the inside out. Usually there's something fungal going on the inside of your gut in your microbiome before it ever shows itself on a toe or in your underarm or, wherever. So fungal infections have got multiple ways, but 9 times out of 10 they happen internally first before they show externally. Or there's something internal and the external contact makes something flare up. So I would look at that first and foremost. I would look into an anti-inflammatory cleansing type diet. We have what's called a reset, and it does it for 20 days. You can go to healthcoachreset.com and see it there and kind of learn about it. But Health Coach Reset, our reset system does that. You want to do a real strong anti-inflammatory based diet for a period of time. But the good news is you just said something that triggered all of this, is that you said you have diabetes. Matter of fact, you said you're a diabetic. I don't want you to say that anymore. Like, don't wear the label. Don't put the sign around your neck that says, hey, I'm Sarah, I'm a diabetic. No, you're Sarah. You are a person. All right, you have a health challenge called diabetes, which you can overcome if you make the right choices. So stay Sarah. Don't stay Sarah the diabetic. You're Sarah, okay? That's it. An amazing person with all kinds of gifts and talents and abilities. You happen to be struggling with diabetes, but you're going to overcome it. You're going to beat that health challenge. Are you with me? You get it? So this whole fungal thing, look at what you're eating. And again, on your toe, there's all kinds of creams that can be used. But again, that a lot of times it's a short term in the long term range of what you need to be doing to really focus in and really make things better. I would look at this. I would look at your eating strategy, talk to your doctor, look at the over-the-counter creams, because here's the thing. There's different types of these antifungal creams. Not all of them work for each person. So you kind of have to do the different versions to see what works best for you. And that's the best way to do it. Now, make sure, I'm so glad you're with us, by the way. Make sure you're drinking your water, no matter what. Always, always, always. Half your body weight in ounces every single day. Don't let it slip. Don't let it slide. You've got to get enough water in every day. I'm telling you, it's one of the best keys. Like, people ask me all the time, like, if you just give me one tip, one thing, what one thing can I do? And I'm telling you, like, if you'll get enough rest, not everybody needs like 7 or 8 hours, but 6 hours, 5 for some. Yes, I said 5. Some people get along fine on that. There's a whole genetic thing around sleep, but getting quality sleep is important. And then also making sure you're drinking your water. That's important. Like, you get your fluid intake. If you can get those 2 games down and get your fluid intake down, man, you're going to win such a great battle when it comes to your health, vitality, energy levels, all of it is going to make a huge, huge difference. All right. So glad you're with us today, man. This is so great. I love that you tune in. Look, however you tune in, join in, or with us, we're just glad you're here. We want to help you become the best version of you, to really begin to thrive and not just barely make it. We want to help you make the right choices so that you can win in this game. This game's all about winning. It is a game. Your health is a game, and your choices, like every single day, they matter. Your choices matter. And the choices you made yesterday, they matter because it put you where you are today. I always tell people, look, your body works in 10-year increments. I learned this in medical school. Never forget it. So everything works in decades. Everything you're doing right now at 50 is going to determine the body and the health that you have at 60. Everything you did at 60 is going to determine the body and the health that you have at 70. So the good news is, if you've messed up a whole lot and you got a terrible body at 50, you can make some amazing new choices right now and have an amazing body at 60. Can I get an amen? Because that's the reality. That's how the body is made. Pretty amazing. So we got to get to a place where we're making the right kind of choices, and we're going to help you do that. All right. Karen in Dallas, Texas says, I have really dry eyes, and is there something I can do to help that? All right. Dry eyes are one of 2 things typically. One of those 2 things, dry eyes, either you have an autoimmune condition going on, Sjögren's syndrome, where the eyes get dry, and that's one of the main symptoms. Or the other thing that we see is a nutritional deficiency, heavy amounts of omega-3 fatty acids that you're not getting enough of. And I'm telling you, I see it 90% of the time as an omega-3 fatty acid deficiency. Getting your blood test done to figure out what your overall omega-3 fatty acid levels are is vital. We do that in our clinical systems, our health coaching systems. Health coach providers do that. We can send you can actually get the test done. It's very, very simple. If you're part of our health club, then our whole tribe of believers, everybody knows their numbers. Like, one thing I drill on people is know your numbers. You've got to know your numbers. If you know your numbers, you can change. With anything, got to know your numbers. So your fatty acid levels have got to be at a certain level. So I encourage you to get that done. I encourage you to say, hey, I'm going to do this. I'm going to see what my levels are, because you have to eat a certain amount of, like, fish, eggs, walnuts, squash. There's certain foods that will raise your fatty acid levels through the roof. But guess what? When you have dry eyes, it's an indicator of the body that your fatty acid levels are really, really low, if that's the case. So get a blood test done, find out what those numbers are, and then you can bump them up. But dry eyes are no fun. If it is autoimmune, then there's a whole protocol for the autoimmune thing that we can do. Just let us know, okay? You can always DM me, right? So you can direct message me on TikTok or Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, any of those. Or you can send me an email, either way. But we're here for you. Regardless, I get it. I know it's not easy. It's not fun. But the reality is that the body can get sick. It can also get well. So that's the good news. Good news is you're not stuck. Even if it's autoimmune, there's ways to, even because autoimmune is something that is, you can't just cure it. It doesn't just go away. It's genetic. And once that light switch, I always say a light switch, once the light switch is flipped on, it's on. And the best thing you can do is get a really good dimmer switch and put that dimmer switch on it, and you can bring it down to the point where those lights are so dim that you can get it where the symptoms aren't really there. And that's one of the best things you can do with any autoimmune disease, whether it's Sjogren's or if it's Hashimoto's or if it's lupus. There's so many, right, that we can tackle that way. But it's knowing the body and where the immune system's overactive and where it's not. Look, one thing more I can tell you is this, that you are amazing, and there's no one that has the same health and body as you. You are the only you. Always be drinking your water. I need to come up with an acronym for that. Always be drinking. Not alcohol, but always be drinking, right? Need to come up with something like that. All right, we're going to go to the calls here in just a minute. We're going to get to those in here in just a second. I know you've been waiting. So we're going to jump to you here in just a second and hopefully really be able to get you down a certain path. That's my goal. My goal is to take you down a certain path that will help you along the way, that will get you going in the right place. So let's get on the phones right now, and let's go to Bob. Hi, Bob. Welcome to the show.
65-year-old male having issues with some blood showing up in my semen, which seems to be getting worse and worse, and I'm a little concerned and was hoping to speak to someone about it.
I'll tell you what, Bob, one of those things that you've really got to look at. Here's the deal. It could be nothing, but it could be something. This is one of those things where, look, I'm a guy and I'm a doctor, and I don't like going to the doctor. I mean, I got buddies that I can call when I can't figure stuff out or whatever. I mean, it's weird. When you're the doctor, it's very hard to doctor yourself. It's like it's something that all doctors know. You know things for other people, but then when it comes to yourself, you're like. So one of these things, when you have blood in the semen, it's getting worse. Could be prostate. Many times it could be prostate. But I would go get it checked. I would go talk to your doctor and find out just what they say. Let them do the test. The tests don't lie, right? That's why I love getting tests done in a situation like this, knowing what your numbers are, and because they can rule things in and rule things out, and it may be nothing. It may be something so simple and so basic, and that's why if they get the numbers done, then you just know. At that point, you just know, right? And you know the game plan and what you need to be focusing on in that way. So I would go get the test. I would go get it done. Get your doctor to look at it. Don't wait. Now listen, as soon as you hear this, don't wait. Don't sit there and contemplate on your belly button for a week and think, well, should I go? Should I not go? Should I go? Should I not go? Like the worst thing, time is not your friend typically
Are you ready to chow? It's time for Keto Chow. When it comes to eating healthy, the keto diet has become one of the nutrition leaders in optimizing health, losing unwanted weight, and reaching your health and wellness goals. No extravagant cooking, no long kitchen cleanup, and most importantly, especially for me, it's convenient. Just put quality Keto Chow powder in a bottle, add some heavy whipping cream or your favorite fat, a little water, and boom, shake it up and you're ready to chow. Keto Chow tastes amazing. So make Keto Chow easy for you and your family today with Keto Chow. Let's go chow. Visit Keto Chow online at ketochow.xyz. That's ketochow.xyz.
Connect with On Call Radio and watch On Call TV at InShapeNetwork.com.
Like, you want to move when you know that you got to lose weight, you got to move on it. When you know you've got high blood pressure creeping around the corner, you got to jump on it. When you see your blood sugar going up, pre-diabetes, you got to jump on it, right? So you can be in a place where you can tackle it, because the quicker you get on something like this, the better chance you have of winning and of overcoming that challenge, whatever that challenge is. Health challenge is... everybody faces it. Everybody's going to face something at some point. But it's how you handle that. It's how you make the choices, how you make the decisions that makes all the difference in the world. So I encourage you, go see your doctor. I'm a big, big believer in that. Don't just sit at home and eat some fiber and take some multivitamins and, and pray and just you use wisdom. I'm real big on wisdom, right? Like, that's what doctors do. That's why we study so much and see all these patients. It's so we can help people like you in that situation. So do that. Make sure, go get a free copy of my book, myfreehealthbook.com. We're giving out a copy. Look, we just want to help people. Want to help you grow, get better. And if you go to My Free Health Book, we'll send you a hardback copy. It's got the anti-inflammatory diet in it just to help you along the way and encourage you to get you going down the right road. It'll show you a food list. It'll show you the foods that you can have and the ones you have to stay away from. All of that. Give us a call, 888-283-7272. You can also go and check out our channel, Believe Health TV. Go there. You'll see all of our original programs. You'll see mine, the Dr. Asa Show is there. And, of course, we want to help you any way that we can, to encourage you along the way, to help you grow and become the best version of you. You know why? Because you're worth it. Like, you are worth it, and we want to see you thrive. If you haven't joined the health club, make sure to check that out as well. Get around some people that believe the same way we do, that if they've lost 100 pounds or if they've overcome diabetes, they can help you and lock arms with you along the way. That's one of the greatest keys to win. You cannot do this alone. You need people to cheer you on. So glad you're with us. Now, if you've ever heard of rheumatoid arthritis, we've heard about arthritis, right? So joint pain is, an itis is just inflammation. That's all it means. So if you look at any kind of joint and it's inflamed, it's called arthritis. It could be your fingers, it could be your toes, your elbow, your shoulder, your hip, whatever. That's called arthritis. Well, there's osteoarthritis, which is just like what we call wear and tear. And then there's another kind of arthritis called rheumatoid arthritis, RA. There's a major difference between these two. So if you've never understood that and no one's ever explained it to you, I'm going to tell you right now. Osteoarthritis is wear and tear. It happens over time. Most everybody gets it in their lifetime. You can't stop it. Like, if you're an athlete, it's going to happen twice as fast. Now, you can put a dimmer switch on it. You can slow things down, and that's something that you definitely can do. If it's rheumatoid arthritis, though, there is a strong component to that that is genetic. And one of the things you got to look at with rheumatoid arthritis is once that light switch is flipped on, that's where the challenge is, because it's genetic. Like, either most of the time it's a lot of stress that happens in people's lives, and when that stress level gets to a certain point, boom, the light switch comes on, and whatever autoimmune condition that is, happens. Rheumatoid arthritis is what we call an autoimmune condition, meaning that once that light switch turns on and the genes fire on that, then it sends a signal to the immune system that something is wrong with that joint, meaning that the immune system thinks it's an invader of some kind, and it goes and attacks it. It goes after it. Okay, it tries to destroy it, and that's why a joint like a hand starts to deteriorate, because like if it's one of the joint in the fingers, the immune system says there's something wrong with that finger and goes in and tries to like destroy it. And that's what happens. So there's medications and there's drugs that are used to stop and slow that process. And you can't totally stop it, but you can slow it down. But there's a lot of things naturally you can do as well. But I want to tell you some early signs that you may be dealing with rheumatoid arthritis or RA to keep an eye out for you, your family, and your loved ones. Number one, if somebody bruises easily. Autoimmune diseases like RA can be where your blood platelet count is low and too low. Or you can have major issues like low B12 and low iron. So you've got to rule out the nutritional deficiencies, but it could also be something like RA that you need to have it looked at. So getting blood tests done with your doctor is really important. The other thing is anemia. Okay, so anemia is another marker, like with low B12 and low iron, that could be a reason that you have rheumatoid arthritis. So that's another one to really keep an eye out for. Again, especially when you're getting testing done with your doctors, to make sure that they're aware of that as well. And the final thing that's really important to look at are your skin conditions. So looking at the skin, if you have rough patches on the skin that become common and that they come out of nowhere, you have really pretty skin and clear skin, and then all of a sudden you start having these patches and skin conditions, you want to start thinking about RA, especially if joint pain is with any of these symptoms. So if you have joint pain and you bruise, joint pain and anemia, joint pain and your skin starts getting rough and patchy, then you want to go talk to your doctor or tell your family members or whatever that you're concerned about rheumatoid arthritis, get some testing done, and that way they can rule it in and rule it out. Those are some great ways to go. Listen, you're made special. On this show, we want to help you more than anything to become the best version of you, and to know that no matter what, you can always believe that there's a better day coming and be the best version of you to reach your potential.
AsaRx audio experience on Spotify and Pandora. For all the ways to watch and listen, check out our show page at asarx.com/experience.
Hi, it's Asa. I'm giving you a copy of my best-selling book for free to help you in your health journey today. I'll pay for the book. All you do is just cover the small shipping and handling costs. Go to asarx.com and get your free book today.
This episode is over, but check episode notes for links to products and services you've heard about on this episode. Thanks for listening and subscribing. Please share the AsaRx audio experience with others and stay in touch by giving us your comment or review.